Welcome, Recovery Warrior family. Jay Rizzo back in the house. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm at a picnic offered by the Prairie Recovery Center. Shout out to Prairie Recovery Center. Here with my wife. So I thought I'd bring you guys along with me as I check out the picnic. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the new subscribers. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Jay Rizzo. I am an alcoholic in recovery. This is my channel, The Recovery Warrior. So let's go check it out. I'm gonna get some permission before I put people on, and let's go check it out.
Maddie wants egg drop soup, and then Juana.
You married this guy? I'm sorry.
What's up? What's your name, buddy?
My name's Kirk.
Kirk. How you
Nice to
doing,
meet
Kirk?
you.
Prairie Recovery Center, right?
Rock on.
All right. That was Kirk. I'll be right back, guys. What's up, Recovery family? Back. We are eating. We're chowing down. We're feeling good. Nom, nom, nom. Just the roaches are left. But hey, check it out. Look who I got here. What's up, bro? What's your name?
Good afternoon, good day, good morning. It's Anthony Johnson here in the flesh. I'm on the Red Road Recovery Pathway.
Awesome.
Thankful.
What are you doing here, Anthony?
I'm here to self-support. Here to be for the PRC squad, you know? Take care of what's going on in here first.
Nice. And who do we have here?
This is Kateri.
Hi, Kateri.
She's ready to go
Oh,
home.
she's ready to go home.
That's
That's
cool.
cool.
She's
Yeah,
got her
Anthony,
cookies.
Anthony, are you in recovery?
I am. I've been sober since August 18th, 2010. Coming up on 16. Sweet 16.
16 years?
16 years,
Do
brother.
it.
One day at a time, showing up for sobriety like I show up for life. Just got to keep my head up, shoulders back. Can't be freaking walking around slump and looking at the ground. I don't find very many $5 bills anymore on the ground because I got my head in the sky, feet on the ground.
Just connected. Nah, that's awesome, man. Hell yeah, congratulations, 16 years.
Yes, brother.
Thank you.
Yep.
Who do we have here? Oh, wait, we already talked to this guy, huh? Sign language, oh man, he doesn't speak. No, actually, who are you?
My name is Kirk Stillrig.
Kirk, what do you do?
I'm the cook out there.
Out where?
Out at PRC.
Awesome.
The only place.
How do you love it?
It's all right. It's all right.
It's alright.
Hey,
Are you enjoying today?
so far,
Yeah, pretty nice weather, huh?
it's not too bad.
Yeah. All right, Kirk, thank you.
I meant a few words, so
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, Kirk. Thank you for your time.
yep.
My recovery family, Jay Rizzo back. I'm cruising around. I don't know. I'm not going to put everybody on, but I did find a sister who wants to talk a little bit. Let's see who she is.
Hey everybody, I'm Dawn Peterson. My recovery date is 1/22 of 25. I'm out at a PRC reunion,
Nice.
meeting up with people just like myself, with my husband.
Shout out to your husband.
Woo! Shout out to my husband, Michael Peterson, that's just hanging out.
Awesome.
And
So, Don, tell me, how do you stay in recovery?
I stay accountable. I meet with my sponsor. I now sponsor 3 women in NA steps and go to meetings.
Nice. Now, is it hard to stay consistent in recovery?
No,
Like, any challenges that may arise, or?
only when I go off my meds. Then my mental health goes all haywire. And it tells me, like I had the problem last week, that, oh no, you better go out and use.
Yeah.
My husband goes, oh, you better not.
That's cool.
So, life
So,
always has challenges.
Exactly. But you're able to get through it now that you're in recovery, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
For the newcomers out there, what do you have to say to them? Like, if somebody was on the fence about deciding to be in recovery, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a few watching this video. Like, what would you say to them if they're undecided about actually stepping into recovery?
pretty much, do you want to live or die? Is what it came down to for me. You got to come into it with an open heart and open mind. You got to put in the work that you want. The work you put into your recovery is what you get back.
All right, Don, I think that'll be it. Thank you for being on.
Peace.
What?
All right, guys, I got another sister on. Let's take a look. Hi, sister. What's your name?
My name's Tara.
Awesome. How long you been in recovery, Tara?
I just celebrated 3 years on May 30th.
Nice. How do you do it?
I surrender every day. I have a higher power, a sponsor, and going to meetings.
Nice. Now, was that hard surrendering?
When I first got into recovery, yeah, like I didn't believe in a higher power, but going to sweat, that's where I found like my creator.
Yeah. So now, what do you mean, like a higher power? What is a higher power to you? Like
Creator.
creator?
God. Tunkashila.
Is it hard staying consistent in recovery?
No, it's not. Actually, just do 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 day at a time.
Hell yeah. That's what I do. Yeah. So if you had anything to say to the newcomer out there who's undecided about recovery, what would you say to them?
Reach out for help because there is help out there. And I don't know.
Any resources? Like, how would you, like for me, I would probably say Google recovery. Like, is that how you would say it too, or?
I just like reach out to treatment centers. Yeah, Google treatment centers or yeah.
And quick question: is that how you got into recovery? Is treatment?
Yes.
Okay.
I went to treatment at Partial Research Center.
Shout out to Prairie Research Center.
Yep.
You got any shout outs you want to say to anybody out there?
To my sponsor, Tony White up in Minot, and to Carrie Israel up at the Sanctuary in Minot.
The Sanctuary.
That's where I went to sober living at.
How long were you in sober living?
For over a year.
So now you found the 12 steps, right?
Yes.
Was it hard getting through the 12 steps?
No, it wasn't. I was actually excited every day to learn something new, like I still am today. I'm ready to learn something new, and yeah.
Awesome. All right, Tara, thank you for your time. That should be it.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, brother, go ahead. What's your name, bro?
My name is Arden Harry Little Eagle Sr. I got a sober date of 2/11/26. Went to PRC to treatment. Never really actually had no intentions on sobering up, before. I have went to many previous treatments before, but it was just another aspect of life and how they came at me, challenging me physically, mentally, and emotionally. And just being able to talk about certain things that I never thought I would even talk about with certain people. I thought it was just going to stay between me and God, but it's those darkest things that we do need to get out and do need to talk about, because if we don't, it'll hold us back and keep us stuck, and hold us back from actually becoming a real person, not only to others but to ourselves. And I just completely gave it over to the Lord, and gave myself to the treatment, but I was trying to find any kind of excuse but to leave treatment. But in the end, it was good, because not only did they not, connect with me, but when, I don't want to be, bringing up the mother of my children, but, when she called, she just recently went to treatment as well as me, but hers was 30 days, my PRC 60. And she just kind of tried to get in my head, and I almost allowed her to, and then I went to the staff and I just told them, I need to talk to you guys, and I need to talk. It wasn't like, okay, wait, we'll talk here in a bit. It was like, okay, let's go in this room and let's talk, and that's what really helped me, because if they would have said anything else beside that, I had it dead set in my head because, that I was just gonna get my belonging or get my wallet, get my phone, and if I had to walk and leave treatment, I was gonna walk. So, in a way, I'm real thankful that they took the time and didn't give up on me. And it's just that overabundance of help that they gave me right from the very moment when I walked through the door. Everybody was coming up, shaking my hand. Hey, glad you're here. And I didn't know any of these people, and I was like, what the hell, and they're giving me hugs and stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Oh, sorry, but I was just like, wow. So from that point on, I didn't, I had maybe one or two bad days there, but did not let that affect me. I tried to give back as much as I could by the way I was welcomed in with everybody. And from that point on, I became a mentor and a positive role model to everybody that was coming into the treatment program. And then just being open and trying to be of service since I graduated from there and being in sober living now at Blessed Builders. And then just, volunteering and having volunteer work down at Heaven's Helpers as well, and then that from being there, they did their own little story on me. And it was just amazing to have people be so welcoming and giving back to the community that love that I never really experienced, from people I didn't even know, and where I thought were loved like that should be coming from family. But, in a way, they are family. So, and it just turned out that, that I've been blessed to tell my story, not only with Heaven's Helpers, but with Sober Talk, with brothers Brandon, and then now you, brother, and I'm glad to meet you because I see your stuff all over, man. I follow you, and then I go to your page and I watch everybody's stories and stuff like that, especially my Lexi cowboy Ron Yellow, and then my sponsor Ansel White Eagle. So, and then
my sponsor too.
And then but it's just that.
So, brother, right there, couldn't I stop you? We're gonna go take a picture, and then we'll be right back.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Just seeing two of the main people that I hung around while like in our addictions as well. But seeing, Cowboy and Ansel, seeing them thrive in the community, and not only that, with res recovery as well, it really says something, and that's what gives me the motivation and the determination to keep going with this red road that I'm walking. It's not all glitz and glam. There are hard days, but that's when I have to reset and then meditate and pray, and some people, when they say that, I see the look on some people's face when I tell them that as well. Just trying to pass that message on and carry the hope to other people. They give me this look that, like, oh, it can't be serious, Arden's the one that's saying this to us, but it's just that beacon that I received and I see from those two that, makes me want to do better myself, not only as a person, but as a father to my children, and I mean, a lot of things have been, happening. Doors have been opening since I got sober. Just recently, I went and filled out housing applications with my caseworker. She told me that, Arden, you've done everything you needed to do. It's time that you we start that process of reunification with your kids now, and it's time to be a father again to your children. So we went and handed those applications in this morning, did my interview for KFYR TV, the story I did for them. It'll be on, at 6 o'clock tonight, so, or either you catch it on the news or on the website, and just being open-minded, and keeping my mind, heart, and soul together as one as I walk this road, and you owe it to yourself to give yourself the best chance you can in recovery and sobriety. I know a lot of people are still lost right now, but if I could tell anybody anything, it would just be vulnerable and allow yourself freedom from your addiction to become another healing stone for the next person that next wants sobriety, because you never know, it could be on their mind, and your story could help so many others, just as mine has. And with that, I'm continue to keep walking this road, feeling blessed, and thanks for letting me share my story, brother.
Awesome. All right,
Yep. All right.
Go ahead.
Hello, my name's Clifton Dubois. I'm a drug-addicted alcoholic, and I'm here at the PRC cookout. Kind of where my whole recovery story all took place is at PRC. I'm really glad I had the opportunity to go there and work on my recovery. There was a lot of things in my story or my past that I didn't know was the root cause of my addiction. And whenever I went to PRC, it kind of opened me up. It allowed me to feel emotions that I pushed away for so long with drugs and alcohol. But whenever I went there, they offered the tools for me to open up, and there was people there that supported my feelings and helped me get down to some of the grieving that was really bothering me. The reason, the core of why I chose to use drugs and alcohol for so long. But it was a really amazing place. I remember whenever I first got there, everybody was just running around. They were all so happy, and I was thinking, what the heck is going on here? Like, these people are in recovery. But I don't know what it was there, but it was such an amazing place. So when I got there, I didn't go there by choice, unfortunately. I was there on a federal indictment. But it was a blessing. It was an opportunity for me to get my life turned around, and and I met some amazing people along the way. So I just I dug into my recovery and my past, and I started dealing with some therapy or some trauma that was really bothering me, and it was a great opportunity for me to surface a lot of that stuff and start dealing with my emotions. I was out there for 90 days. It went amazing, and it was coming around to my end of my stay there, and I went to go look for sober living applications, and it just so happened the only application there was for Hope Manor. And I was thinking, well, I guess I'll fill out an application for Hope Manor. So I filled out my application for Hope Manor, got a call the next day. Within a week, I got accepted into Hope Manor, and whenever I got accepted, everybody was telling me, they're like, wow, it's tough there, you really got to walk the line. And I kind of was a little bit overwhelmed with fear, but at the same time, I knew that's what I needed. I needed to go to somewhere where they were going to hold me accountable, and I needed to keep busy so my mind wouldn't be trying to think about using all the time. But so I got out April 22nd, 25. I moved to Hope Manor, and right off the bat, right as soon as I got to Hope Manor, they threw me right into recovery, right in the middle of it. I had to get 14 meetings a week. I had to get a full-time job, and so I just I started working the steps of Alcoholics Anonymous, the 12-step program, and I tell you what an amazing opportunity that was. I wish I would have found recovery at a lot younger age, but God has it the way it was for a reason, and I'm really blessed or so thankful that I had the opportunity to go to Hope Manor and start working my program. So fast forwarded a little bit. I was at Hope Manor for probably 6 months. Everything was going good. I was had a sponsor. I started working my steps. I started working my amends. Did a forward step. You know, a lot of people I would hear all the time in the rooms, oh, the forward step is so tough. For me, it was pretty easy because I already knew who I was pissed off at. As soon as I started putting pen and paper, it was amazing how powerful that was for me, because I was able to take a good look at myself, and you know, for the first time I was ever holding myself accountable for all the things how I treated people. You know, you go through the columns in your fourth step, and once I got to my part in the columns, I was no longer on that pity pot anymore. You know, I could actually, you know, take a look at myself and say, wow, you know, I'm holding on resentments, I'm holding on to bad feelings to these people who did nothing besides just try to be there for me. And and my doings was what made them the way they were to me. So I continued to work my program, made my amends, got through my steps. 2 months later, an opportunity to be assistant house leader come available, and anything like in this program, you know, I was taught to say yes. Anytime Alcoholics Anonymous or recovery asked me to do something, I always say yes. You know, I don't go into any situation with fear because, you know, Alcoholics Anonymous is a spiritual program, and I remember I have God in everything I do now today, and I don't have to have fear or anxiety. I'm not saying that it doesn't creep up on me, but usually whenever I do get fear and anxiety, I have to take a good look at my life and, you know, why ain't I putting all my problems in God's hand, you know? So I started managing the house of October 4th to 25, and quite a journey that was. I'm currently still at Hope Manor right now. I'm a house manager, and it's just been a true blessing for me to be put right in the middle of recovery. You know, not only do I get to work on my own recovery, but I've been blessed with the opportunity to help other people recover, get to be there, supportive, watch them, and you know, and also I get to share my experience, strength, and hope with them. You know, I get to tell them the things that I struggled with and how I got through it. You know, and anytime I have a chance to be of service, I'm always right there. It doesn't matter if it's so much as even opening the door for somebody or going to a meeting and sharing. You know, I really live my life today being a service to other people, and I think that's kind of what this program has taught me, is how to be a channel through God to work through me to other people, to help other people. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with my recovery right now. It's not my full story, but it's you know, just a little taste or a little bit of the last year in the recovery journey I've had, which all started here at PRC, and I couldn't be more thankful for PRC. Saved my life.
Awesome. Thank you, Clifton.
Yeah, no problem.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
My name is Dave Marion.
Awesome. So, what do you do, Dave? What's your handle?
What my handle is I get the great fortune of working as the business development director at the Prairie Recovery Center in Raleigh, North Dakota. In my past life, I ran the Prairie Learning Center for 23 years, and so I've been down in that community for a long time. And so I'm very, very grateful now to be a part of the Prairie Recovery Center team.
So what got you into the Prairie Recovery Learning Center / Recovery Center entity, so to speak?
Yeah, well, I was coming out of college out at NDSU playing football for the Bison, and I had the great fortune of meeting Walt Odegaard, the guy that has that rock out front. He's my mentor and absolutely a visionary in regards to rolling up your sleeves and working with families and children throughout the state of North Dakota. And we haven't deviated from that. We're still working with adults that are wanting and needing the help at the time they need the help, but we're doing it different out there in the prairie.
Okay. So how, like, Prairie Recovery Center has been going for how long?
So we're on our 6th year. Yeah, we're on our 6th year, and there was a transition in 2019 to 2020 when we really ramped things up. And so, yeah, no, and then developing that great team and all these great staff that show up every day for people in their most vulnerable moments, and we want to be great at it.
So it might get a little personal, but have you ever had troubles with addiction yourself? Or?
I have not. So for me to sit back and say, I understand, I don't understand. But what I have done is I've listened. I've listened to people's stories. I listened to their testimonies, and I can see the pain. I can see what it's done to families, children, communities. And that's what fuels me. So I'm out there advocating throughout the state and legislatively and making sure that they're listening, giving people that want and need the help at the time they need help, that opportunity.
So how would people get a hold of you if they needed to, or if, you know, questions about how to get into recovery or anything?
So yeah, just call that 701, that 597-3419. I'll tell you what, you get a hold of Michelle or get a hold of Steph Yoakum. I tell you what, at admissions, they will navigate this for you so that it isn't a burden, because they're go-to gals and they're worth their weight in gold. And I tell you what, all the staff there are going to roll their sleeves up.
Awesome. All right, thanks, Dave. Thanks for your time, and it's a lovely day out, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right, guys, that was the Prairie Recovery Center picnic. We are calling it a day. We're going to be heading out. Don't forget to tune in, man. Like, I get to do these things, you know, being in recovery with my wonderful wife, you know. So we are going to hit Bismarck. We're up in Bismarck right now. We're going to go do a few things. And since we're up here, we're going to go handle some errands. But, hey, don't forget to tune into this video. Be dropping Saturday. Next Saturday, we're gonna hit up a powwow. So hopefully the next video is gonna be a powwow. And for all you guys that have been hanging out with me for this long, my name is Jay Rizzo. I'm an alcoholic in recovery. This is the Recovery Warrior channel. Thank you to all the new subscribers. And with that, I will pass. Love you. Bye.